Well, who knows what's going to happen today? Will we qualify for the Champions League? Will we keep our job? Will Tammy break the single season scoring record for Roma? All of those things could happen today, and you're going to have to stick around to find out. Yes, hello, welcome into 11am Sports here for a Glory Hunter on Football Manager 22. If you missed the last episode, go and check it out. We played up against Inter Milan and we played up against Juventus as well. Two very tough games. You need to go and see how we did in that. We did have a little tactical change in that episode, and it's been working since then. You can see we are currently in 5th position, but we do have a game in hand on Sassuolo. We are 3 points behind. Should we win it by 3 goals or more, we should go above them if in terms of goal difference. So it is all in our hands. We play 2 games today up against Salernitana, who's the last game we play. They've just escaped the relegation zone after winning their last game. And we also play today, the first game, up against Venezia, who are currently bottom of the table. 2 of the worst 4 teams in the countries we play today. Surely that's going to be 2 wins, you would have hoped. Surely that will be enough to come 4th and qualify for the Champions League. We've already been guaranteed 5th position by way of head-to-heads and goals and stuff like that. We've already been told we're going to have qualified for the Europa League in 5th position. So that maybe wouldn't be the worst thing to try and get into the Europa League and win that. But the club are still a little bit upset with me. You can see here they still want me to get into the Champions League qualification. And if I don't, then I would have failed all 3 of the rejected for this season. So in theory, that would mean that they're allowed to sack me, I suppose, wouldn't it? I really don't want to be sacked after my first season here on Glory Hunter, so let's pretend that's not going to happen. And one of the things I did mention in the intro was Tammy Abraham has a chance to be a historic Roman striker. He'll become their leading goal scorer in a season should he score 2 goals in today's episode. He scored 38 goals in his 44 games so far, and it was actually Edin Dzeko back in 2016-17 who scored 39. That's the most goals by a player in a season ever for Roma. So 2 more today and Tammy will break that. I mentioned the whole time breaking 40 goals, and if he does get 40 he will set the new record. So as I mentioned, last time we played against Inter and Juventus. We changed our tactic for the game up against Juventus. We won it 3-2. We kept that same 4-3-3 tactic and we beat Cagliari 5-3. 2 goals for Zaniolo, 1 for Abraham, 1 for Nicolas Pepe and 1 for Dani Ceballos. 2 of my new signings scoring goals. Diego Godin did score against us. He scored 2 goals all season. Both of them have been against us. Annoying, I know. We won 5-3, so that was good. And then we played against early title leaders Hellas Verona. They've really fallen away. 2 goals for Tammy and 1 for Romagnoli in that one. As I say, that did leave us in 5th position. We're just 3 points behind Sassuolo, who actually recently beat Inter Milan, which is why Inter Milan are no longer top of the table, and it's Napoli who lead the way. It's got very, very crazy towards the end of the season here in Italy, and there's still a chance of some more craziness happening as we try to get ourselves up there into the Champions League spots. We're guaranteed 5th. Let's try and get 4th. We've also been fairly lucky as well in terms of some of our injured players are returning as well, and one of them will be starting today at right back in Daniel Vaz. As you can see, this is the formation we're going to go with. We're sticking with this tactic. It's been successful so far. Patricio's going to be in goal. Kumbulla and Romagnoli appear to be my 2 first choice centre backs at the moment. Vaz playing on the right hand side now. He's back, and Spinazzola on the left. Veretout playing behind Pellegrini and Cristante. Zaniolo getting the game out on that right hand side. El Shaarawy on the left today, and Tammy Abraham leading the line. 38 goals, 2 more, and he will break that single season record. So playing up against the side bottom of the table, you would be hoping it is going to be an easy win. We'll find out if that's going to be the case. Vaz finds Pellegrini and Veretout, Cristante, Pellegrini hits it. It's off the bottom of the post. We're nearly 1-0 up after a minute there. Not quite. And another highlight here, Spinazzola so far forward on that left-hand side. Pellegrini, Zaniolo with it, tries to get past his man, but he's challenged and the ball's cleared away. But El Shaarawy wins the ball back. It's switched over to Cristante, who plays the ball into the middle. Tammy gets his head on it. He's got his 39th. 1 more goal from getting that record. He's tying it just now, him and Dzeko. Can he get one more to beat that record? Obviously, we care more about qualifying for the Champions League, but if Tammy can break that record, that would be a great way for this season to start. It doesn't really count as one of my trophies for Glory Hunter, but maybe it should, breaking single season scoring records at every club we go to. But Tammy gets his first today, and we're up 1-0. That ball's clear away from the corner, and we're totally dominating this match so far. Spinazzola plays the ball back into El Shaarawy. Back to Cristante, who hits it, and that's just over the top of the bar. Good shot from Cristante, who, remember, hadn't played much when we were playing two in midfield for most of the season, but he's joined Pellegrini and Veretout in midfield and been playing very well since he has come in to act as the three-man midfield. El Shaarawy got challenged there. They're debating to see if it's a penalty kick. It is indeed. Is Tammy going to step up? No, he's not. Veretout is a normal penalty kick taker. I thought maybe he'd give it to Tammy, since Tammy needs one more to break the record, but no, he takes it himself and tucks it in, and that's why he's the penalty taker. I don't think he's missed one this season. So remember, we need to win by quite a few goals today to try and get ahead of Sassuolo on goal difference. I wasn't sure if it was head-to-head in Italy or not, but I looked at the head-to-head and both games were 2-1. We've won 1-2-1, they've won 1-2-1, so I'm assuming it'll come down to goal difference after that. So we need to make sure I put quite a few goals past Venezia today, and Kumbulla just heads that wide of the goal from that corner kick. You can see from the statistics on the left-hand side, we've dominated possession, had much more of the ball, many more corners. They've not had any. They've only had one shot on target. We've had 6. We're dominating the game, but we need to get more goals. We need to be more clinical, and that in front of goal, getting those few extra goals when we can. Abraham nearly got himself the record-breaking goal there. Just to be a bit more nasty. Winning 2-0 is fine. We're obviously going to beat this team, but we need to make sure we do it nastily. That's the best way I can think of it. We're going to bring on Perisic and Pepe in the wide areas, and Ceballos can come on in midfield as well, just to freshen up some legs in there with half an hour to go in this. And the ball's launched long by the goalkeeper of Venezia there, but we get it back. Pepe finds Abraham. It's out wide toward Pepe, who's fresh legs on the field now, goes down the line, plays it back to Ceballos. Pepe with it. Can he cut it back? He does, and Perisic scores. I thought it was going to go to Tammy, but no, it's Perisic to get it. The goalkeeper's running out toward the referee as if something is going on there, but I don't think it was. I think it was onside, fine. Ceballos into Pepe. Pepe gets in the line, and yeah, the ball's played backwards. He can't be offside if the ball's played backwards, and we do, with that goal, go ahead of Sassuolo. Even though we've got equal number of goals, we must have scored more goals, and it means we're ahead of them, and we're in the Champions League spots at the moment. Veretout with a free kick to put it beyond doubt. It's off the crossbar and cleared away, leading 3-0 out for a corner. We'll take a couple of more changes. We'll bring on Desquiglio out there on the right, and Santon come on the left-back position. We're playing with complete wing-back, so it's really quite laborious for the full-backs in our new system, going up and down the wings, because we play with inside forwards, so they're a really only source of width out there. So we'll replace them and refresh them for the end of the game. Kumbulla comes forward with the ball, finds Tammy. Tammy with it into Cristante, and you see how many men we've got forward. So many men forward here. Perisic finds Abraham, out to Santon on the left-hand side. Santon swings the ball in toward Pepe at the back post. It's flicked, and oh, what a headed goal from Nicolas Pepe. I mean, that ball must have been about 12 yards out. He was wide of the goal. We headed that across the goal, and it was almost slow motion, the way the ball looped into the goal there. You can see it crossed in there. Pepe gets his head on it, and it's, I say, almost slow motion. The defender misses the header. The keeper misses the ball as well. And we lead 4-0. Deservedly lead 4-0 here, as we get ourselves into the Champions League qualification places. And Tammy just needs one more goal to get that record by himself to be the top goal scorer in a season for Roma. He's currently tying it with Dzeko. Let's see if we can get another one in our last game, which, remember, all we have to do is at least match the result of Sassuolo, and we'll get into that 4th position. So as if we needed reminded, there's the notification. One more goal for Tammy, and he will be the leading goal scorer for goals in the season for Roma. You can see it says a big match here. Remember, a win will get us through, it looks like, so long as we're on joint goal difference. So we're going to have to make sure to see what's going on with the game at Sassuolo, and make sure we do better than whatever Sassuolo do. And Sassuolo are at home to Cagliari there, who are down in 15th position. So 2 easy games for us here. We are one better off in terms of goal difference in Sassuolo, but when we're level on goal difference, it appears that we beat them. So technically, we've got a goal difference in hand in this very, very tight race for Champions League football. And we've got an injury to Jordan Veretout here, and I don't normally give anyone injections, but he's going to be getting injections for this last game of the season. There are no more games to come after this one for us. So he's going to be playing it because he's an important player in that holding midfield role for us. So here we are, the last day of the season. You can see Inter and Napoli fighting for that title. Inter now 2 points ahead going into today, so a win for them will be enough. Atalanta don't have anything to fight for, unfortunately for them. They're in third position. Ourselves and Sassuolo fighting over fourth. Lazio Milan fighting over sixth. And then Juventus all the way down in 8th position. Not a good season for them. We know we just need to match what Sassuolo do here, so this is the team we're going to use. It's basically a full strength side for us. Patricio in goal, Kumbula and Romagnoli at centre back, Vass on the right, Spinazzola on the left, Veretout, Pellegrini and Cristante in midfield, Zaniolo on the right hand side, Perisic on the left, and Tammy Abraham playing up front. One more goal for Abraham will get him that record, but that almost reaches the same levels as it matters about as for the Champions League qualifications. It's just below that level of importance. It's important for Tammy, but the team result must come first, no matter how much we want Tammy to get this record. We are out there away from home playing in our white, and Sassuolo have already went ahead. You can see from the league table there in the middle of the screen, so that means we need to make sure and get ourselves a goal early on here as well to stick with them. You can see that was Ribery there, Frank Ribery, formerly of Bayern Munich, playing for this team whose name I'm not going to try to say. I'll say the home side from now on. Bonazzoli out on the right hand side, the ball swung into the middle and it's bounced off the crossbar, went in. We're down 1-0. And we're going to have to fight to turn this around if we want to qualify for the Champions League. See, the ball goes down the right there. Bonazzoli gets past Spinazzola. The ball in Wankwo. I'll need to say that quickly. Headed that off the crossbar and he got himself on the rebound. Simi is how he's been notified over on the left-hand side. I think I'll call him Simi as well. That will make my life a little bit easier. Sassuolo 2-0 up against Cagliari already. And we are not playing well so far today. But let's see if we can turn this around just before the half-hour mark. Abraham passes it to Zaniolo, who loses the ball. A poor pass from Zaniolo. But it's broken to Vass. Zaniolo, back to Vass. Can he get this ball into the box? He goes down the line, swings it in. Tammy goes up for the header. And it's just clipped the top of the crossbar. We've reached half-time, and I've told the boys, show a bit of desire. You don't look like you want to win this one, and we'll see if that does anything. Just now, Sassuolo getting that last Champions League spot. Veretout with the free kick in toward the back post. It's headed over the bar. This might not be our day. Look, we've not had much of the ball, but we've had all the chances. Just aren't tucking them away, and we're going to have to encourage the entire team for the last half an hour here. Move to an attacking mentality. And there's some people playing really badly. I shouldn't have kept them on this long. Perisic, off you come. Shomurodov normally gives a good performance when he comes on. The midfield's not playing well either. Ceballos and Castroville can come on for you in midfield. And Zaniolo's having a bad game as well. So we'll bring on Pepe for him out on the right-hand side. 20 minutes to go. Demand some more when I'm allowed to shout at them again. And we'll see if this works. The ball with our goalkeeper. Pass forward from Rui Patricio. Forward toward Pepe, but it's intercepted. And there's someone just started drilling just as we're getting to the end of this here. Come on, be a bit more considerate than that. Bonazzoli with the ball out to Ruggeri on the left hand side for them. If they go 2-0 up here, the game's all over. It really is. The ball back out to Koulibaly here. He hits it and they're up 2-0 and that's it. Unless we score 3 goals in the last 15 minutes, we're not going to qualify for the Champions League. I can't believe it's coming down to this. We're going to change to an attacking mentality. I thought I'd already done that. Obviously, I hadn't. Koulibaly gave away a foul there. He's already done a yellow. Could he not perhaps be sent off? That'd be appreciated. Ceballos, forward to Tammy. Can he get his 40th of the season? Yes, he can. And we're back in it. Maybe. We've got 5 minutes to score 2 more goals. Tammy's broken the record. And you can see how much he doesn't care about the record. He cares much more about the team. He's trying to run all the way back with the ball. There's a good finish from him. There's 5 minutes to go in this game. Demand some more from the team. 2 minutes added time. Oh, this is going to be close. Veretout swings it in. It's a penalty kick. Surely it's a penalty kick. It has to be. You don't need to talk to VAR. You can see it's a penalty. Tammy's injured. Look, it's got to be a penalty. You're still checking. But it's a penalty. Yes, it is. Verity will come to take this penalty kick. And if he scores it, we've got, just a matter of seconds to try and get ourselves a third one here. Verity steps forward. He hits a penalty. It's scored. Why is he away celebrating? Come on, we need to go and get another one. Stop celebrating. Go and grab the ball. And there's just a matter of seconds left here. Can we get ourselves a third one? No, we can't. And we'll need to see if somehow we've managed to keep our job, because we failed every single objective from this board. What a time for someone to start drilling. I can only apologise if you can hear that in the background of me here. But the team we were playing up against actually got relegated on the last day of the season because of that draw. I think Sampdoria won as well. I feel like, no, Sampdoria lost, so I'm not quite sure how. Oh, Empoli beat Sampdoria, that's how. So Empoli went from 28 points to 31, and because they didn't win, that team we were against, they got relegated. And it means as well, because we got that draw, we're just one goal away. If we'd managed to get ourselves a win, just one goal away in that game from getting Champions League football. So Inter crowned champions on the last day of the season. They are 2 points ahead of Napoli, who themselves were quite a way ahead of Atalanta in the end. It was very tight, remember, halfway through the year, but unfortunately we fell away. Sassuolo beating us by 2 points. We were actually only 4 points off of Atalanta in the end. It was close, but we just had that horrible spell in February and March, which ruined it for us, really. Lazio, Milan, Juventus and Torino, and then Fiorentina finished in the top half. Salernitana, which thankfully they're relegated, don't have to say their name again. Genoa and Venezia down to Serie B. And I'm looking at job security. Our job is currently insecure according to that, but we still have the job, which makes me think we might not have been sacked. Looking at some other people though who'd still have their job but maybe won't have their job, to show that Chelsea, Tottenham's Espirito Santo is still there in this game. He finished 5th and somehow is an insecure job role. I'm not sure how. Diego Simeone is still insecure with his 4th place finish for Atletico and Bilbao. Looking at the people who have already lost their jobs, there's not any that really attract me, so I'm hoping we keep our job for next season. Veretout is very unhappy because we did not meet his promise or whatever it was to qualify for the Champions League. I did say we would, and that is another reason why it was so important to do it, because Veretout is a very important player and we're at a risk of losing him. To be fair, he's very, very good for us, but if we can get the upper end of that value for people who are interested in Man United, Barca, Real Madrid, if we can get 60 million for a player who's 29 years old now, we could maybe invest that in the squad with some younger blood. That could be a good idea. So here is our end of season review. Looking at the new arrivals, obviously we brought in quite a few, not just us, but other managers before us as well. Remember, Tammy, probably the star man coming in, and we didn't even bring him in. Romagnoli, I thought, played well, but he did play well for us as well. He did well when he played well. When he did play for us before he got that injury, he was very, very solid for us at centre-back. None of the other signs we made a huge impact. I thought Vass was good before he got injured, obviously. Again, Perisic was good, and then he fell off toward the end of the season. Again, players like Ceballos hardly played for us. Castrovillian on loan didn't really do much. Shamuradov, again, someone we didn't bring in, did all right as a backup striker, but yeah, signings weren't great this year. We obviously finished 5th in the league, which means that we didn't meet the objective that he asked, but we do qualify for the Europa League next season. We did get knocked out by Lokomotiv Moscow, disappointingly, in the Conference League, and knocked out by Lazio in the quarter-final of the Italian Cup. Not good. Let's move on. So this is our team of the season, our best 11, playing in the formation we played for most of the year, to be fair, the 5-2-3 formation. Patricio, Ibanez, Romagnoli and Mancini, unfortunately, leaving, and I think that might be a big part of why we fell away at the end of the season, to be honest. Calafiori and Desciglo at fullbacks or wingbacks, Pellegrini and Veretout in midfield, Zaniolo, Perisic and Abraham up the front three. Yes, I would agree with that. So here we go. It looks like, as I said, we're not being sacked. We're looking at the expectations for next season, and actually only wants us to qualify for the Europa League, which, seen as this year we were meant to qualify for the Champions League, you'd have thought that they would have hoped for that next year as well. Never mind. I'm going to accept that. They want us to work within the wage budget, minimum 4-year contracts for the first team players, and the club cultures to develop players using the club youth system. So no longer is there the only signed players under 23. So we might be able to bring in some actual fully grown men players, you'd have thought, at some point. In a couple of years they want us to win SerieA. I want to win it this coming year, but we need to see if we can refresh the squad accordingly. I will accept that vision. and we'll have an end of season team meeting where I say the season's over, we're going to challenge for the title. Some players are offended, but I don't care. I'll say, no, I think we can achieve our best if everyone it says. That's exactly what I was looking for. We should also be looking to get to the latter stages of the Europa League. I like to be ambitious, so let's aim even higher. They want us to win it. That's good. Let's do that. And enjoy your breaks. Have a good off season. Obviously, there's no World Cup during the middle of our summer here because the World Cup's going to be in Qatar halfway through our season. Tammy Abraham has won an award for not getting a card this year. He hasn't got yellows or reds, so well done to Tammy. And we also won the Fair Play Club of the Year award for not having many yellow cards as a team either. So, it looks like, as I said, we're not going to get our job removed from us. We're not going to get sacked. I don't think we're going to move anywhere in the off-season. We'll keep you updated in the next episode. If we do, you'll find out, because we'll be a different team. But I think we'll be sticking with Roma for at least another season. We're in the Europa League. We've got the Italian Cup still to win, and SerieA. No trophies in this first year of Glory Hunter. But we always knew it was going to be difficult, because the Glory Hunter say you're meant to pick a team that's not the favourite for the league to make it a little bit more difficult so you don't win everything season one. And that's exactly what we've done here with Roma. We've got a 14-point deficit to bring back up against Inter Milan, who won the league there. And if you just look at this spell here, from the Atalanta game all the way down to Inter, we won one game in the league in this spell here. If we'd won 3 or 4 of those, that'd have been an extra 10 points. And that's a big bit of the difference. We shouldn't have lost to some of the teams we did lose to, unfortunately. But let's that be in the past. We'll forget about that. Prepare for next season. And we'll see if we can hunt some glory next year. If you have enjoyed this one, it was a dramatic end to the season, which unfortunately resulted in us not qualifying for the Champions League. Please do leave a like on it. It really does help us out. Leave a like as well if you're looking forward to Season 2 of Glory Hunter. Let us know by leaving that like. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And until the next one, which will be the start of Season 2, we'll see you then.